We are here at Accrington Golf Club on the hills of Lancashire, and this is going to be the first 18-hole stroke play comp that we are filming this year for the Quest for the Open. We are filming every shot of the round. The fairways are this wide and the greens are this big, and I've got a big one of Merv's hairs on my hat. Let's get warmed up. Come on, mate, let's go. That's like 180 to the pin. 3/4 of full 8 in it, basically. Big that. What's going to happen there? One 4-2 pin, 1-5-2. Definitely a club and a bit.
Yeah, I need to cover that. What's at the back of the green because it looks like there's a bank.
It's just a big bank, yeah. I think flighting it down safer. As soon as it gets above the trees, it's going to get hit. So just like 3/4 yeah. 3/4 after the pin is what we're looking for. I just don't want to be short. Yeah. Yep. Tentative. It's just basically left of the alignment stick. Low draw. Bit further right than wanted, but yeah, right. So it's the same, literally same distance as last hole. It's obviously less uphill though. I think same shot, just an 8, I think. Yeah. It's like a little bit back in the stance, a little punchy one. There's nothing short, there's no danger, so I'm gonna have to squeeze it a touch more. Cut. Oh, I just smashed it. This is so hard. Wow. So much quicker than the other day. And 142 is a full wedge. I think it's okay. Is everyone okay with it out? Or? Just basically putting it, yeah, just there, just up on top and then popping it through there. I think it's good, like, good, like just chip that way. I mean, if you go through that middle bit, yeah, it's still the same distance. Yeah. 194 pin, straight down. Just a easy 7, I think, really. Nothing.
So it's going to release.
It's pretty much straight on line, I think. Nice shot there. Whoa. Wow. What the hell?
Yeah.
I think it's just going to be half a wedge. I don't want to spin. Yeah. That's right. Oh, sit down. It's bouncing. I think it's okay, but 4 over. I'm not quite au fait with these greens yet today. They're very fast. They're a bit bobbly. I came up here for a practice round the other day and they were very slow. And I'm just kind of reconciling in my mind what I'm trying to do. And I keep finding myself above all of these pins as well, which is never the place to be. But there are birdie chances. Just need to relax. I'm a bit stiff in my shoulders, getting a little bit antsy. Just need to relax, don't I? Hard work at this. Wow. Oh my word.
Yeah, great shot. Yeah.
Not there. It's not. Yeah, it's not. Not there yet. Yeah, nice shot. 43. Short of the pin and left. That is the worst shot in the history of golf. Go on, cut. Keep cutting. Keep cutting. Alright, got my spot. Hit it.
Where you want to leave it. Come on, go positive.
Wow. No more talk from you before I put.
Tenth hole, it is drivable. It's 340 yards, and I had a smash at it. Ended up in the left trees and actually played the best shot of the day. I had a tiny, tiny gap to get through. Threaded it underneath, landed it on the front of the green, and then rolled that ball out to about 8 feet. It was a really, really good shot. And the one thing I needed at this moment was a super positive putt. So that didn't happen, and that was a par. A very annoying par. I hit a really good drive here, under the wind, a bit of a punchy stinger, and actually left myself about 80 yards in, and probably one of my best shots of the day. It was exactly what I wanted it to be. It just landed a bit far. And because the greens were quite firm and they weren't spinning much, it just ran on. I also hit, I think, my best putt of the day as well, and it just didn't drop enough to the right-hand side. It's very rare I got the pace and the line right at Accrington. It was either one or the other. Putting was just pants. This was maybe the worst actual full swing of the day. So I was trying to fade it back into a right to left wind. I ended up getting a little bit on the inside of it, flipping it over and missing the green a good 20 yards on the left-hand side. And then I played probably, again, one of my best short game shots. It was such an up and down round. A bit of a cuppy lie. I played a really good flop shot, landed it by the pin. My word, this putt, oh my God, watch this. So it was rolling towards the hole, it was curving round, whip. It took a handbrake turn to the left of the hole. Oh, honestly, that was like a little stab to the soul. Driving iron off the tee, just for position. Struck it okay, left myself about 150 yards into the hole, and just hit a really kind of scabby approach. I just couldn't quite get in the right kind of mental space to think through my shots correctly, potentially because things weren't going as I planned and I wasn't sticking to my routine. But my putting, again, it did take a bit of a bobble, but I just whacked it so hard down the hill, ran past the hole, and as I was walking up to this putt, I was just like, not again, not another 3-putt. And I just whacked it. I just whacked it in. Oh, the relief was palpable. Par 3, this was a wedge from 160 yards pretty much. It was downwind. I managed to hoist it up into the air, hit a really, really good shot, landed it exactly where I wanted to because I knew that was going to leave me an uphill putt. You see how happy I am. And actually hit the line, hit the pace on this one. One look at the hole, back of the ball, let it go, don't think about it, and boom, in we go. Birdie time, cue the wild celebrations, crowd goes crazy. I tried to fade this tee shot back into the wind, and again, this was just a sign of my mental game that day. I didn't give it anywhere near enough, and it ended up just left of those trees. And this is a really good shot, actually. This is where some of the gym training has actually come in useful. This was a sandwich I really had to hoist massively over the trees, and to find the front of the green here was actually a really, really good shot. As you might expect, my distance putting, I'm pretty sure the arm lock full distance putting for me is not the way forward. I've left it short, I've left it right. And this one, again, I just went into the attitude of whack it, bounces off the back of the hole and in. This was definitely my best drive of the day, the par 5 16th. I've absolutely drilled it down there, and this only left me a 2-iron into this par 5. I can't remember how far it went, but it was over 300 yards into the wind. Hit a big slinging draw round the corner. Again, a really good approach shot. I left myself with a relatively simple chip, which I completely and utterly stuffed up. I was trying to hit that about 5 foot higher and land it softer. Short game needs a lot of work, as you can tell. Not greatly impressed with my performance. This first putt, I got just too aggressive on it. I was kind of pushing for the birdies, hit it way too hard on the line that I chose, and decided to have a little bit of a nibble on the putter. But that's no excuse for this. Again, I just picked the wrong line. Actually hit a decent putt there. I just misread it completely. And the frustration at this point was really starting to boil over. Yeah, that's my frustrated face right there. You might be able to tell I let a bit of 3-putt aggression out on this tee shot, and I only left myself, walking after the ball, I'll only left myself a little flick with a wedge. This was actually a really good wedge shot. It landed exactly where I wanted it to. Again, just quite a firm bounce, and it ran through to the back of the green. Not a very good putt here. I didn't give it enough break. I hit it too hard. I think I tried to recover it at impact. I left myself one of those putts which I've not been struggling with all day, and well, managed to hole one, so can't complain. About 320 yards to the front of this green, downwind, so I just eased one up there and ended up just by the side. This was actually my best chip, probably my best short game shot of the day. Just floated it over the bunker and almost holed it. That would have been a brilliant eagle to close out, and that would have actually made the mark and got me through to the finals. However, as you may expect, a horrific lip out. And that was my day. I was happy to get off the course, and that very rarely happens.
So that was not a very good round, and for a number of reasons. Throughout the quest for the Open, I'm going to be using stats provided by channel partner ShotScope to guide how I prepare and practice. So far this year, I've played 5 competitive rounds, including the one that you've just watched. I'm judging all my stats on strokes gained, and it's against a Tour Pro baseline. So as you can see, on putting against a Tour Pro baseline, I lost 4.67 strokes. I have a comp in 1 week at Hurlstone Hall, and that's a venue that I'm going to be returning to quite a bit this year. So from Accrington, I think it's very clear that I need to be working on the greens. And based on the strokes gained from this year and from that last competition, yes, it's putting, but it's also approach play. I need to be hitting the ball closer, and actually that should improve my putting stats as well. Closer to the hole you are, the easier it should be to hole. But the work I need to do is not only technical, a lot of this is my mental game. I can't deny I was pretty nervous having the camera there for that first comp. It's very different just filming a normal YouTube vlog to filming something when your peers are around. So I just simply wasn't ready for it. But it's simply about experience, doing it, getting used to it, and then hopefully getting better at it. So prepare for a rocky montage before the comp at Hurlstone Hall.
So the comp at Hurlstone Hall, it went okay. I did that a lot. So I'm going to throw up the stats as I talk, but I shot 2 over, it's a 74. I struck the ball really well. Definitely the best I've struck it this year. 16 out of 18 greens in reg, loads of strokes gained on approach. Lost slightly on driving, but I didn't actually drive it that bad, it was pretty good. But again, the putting. Like, I was leaving myself a lot of 15 and 20 footers, which is fine. You're not going to hole all of those. But the confidence level is just so low on the green. It really is. So the other putter I've been fitted for is this Adele. I got fitted for this at the same time that I got fitted for the 6. So I've got a few matches coming up in the next few days. I might just chuck this in and see how it goes. It's very, very frustrating to be in a position where you're striking it so well and then feeling like you're just not going to hole anything. It's quite a strange situation, and obviously it's one of the first comps of the year, but on the positive, I've gone 6 over, then I've gone 2 over. So if this run continues, I'm going to be going 2 under and then 6 under. Guys, thank you so much for joining me on the Quest for the Open journey. If you've not checked out the first video, you can do so here. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. See you next time. More work to be done right here on the greens.